ultimate death. And that's a huge issue in this case, but it's not a civil case, Christa. It's a lot harder in this case than in a civil case.
Yeah, and civil, the burden of proof, right, is, much different. You got beyond a reasonable doubt versus just, a little bit more, just more likely than not, and what they have to prove here. So they have to prove that bigger burden here. And but you also take your victim as you find them, right? So George Floyd had fentanyl in his system, and they suspected it. So they asked him if he was on drugs. I think one of the officers even said to the bystanders, "This is what happens when you are on drugs." No, this is not what happens when you are on drugs. I think that the problem where that argument fails, if the jury believes the experts, is that particularly because they suspected that he was on some sort of substance at the time that could make him more susceptible to having breathing issues or having difficulty breathing. And they're trained on this. They know this. And so you put him in the prone position with pressure on his back and neck. That is what causes it. It's not the fentanyl. The fentanyl is a red herring. And that's where the prosecution has to focus this, is that fentanyl is not that superseding cause that will create an acquittal here. And that's where you have to really drive it home.
Yeah, and there is that whole issue of